Garrett, take us through it.
Hey, Yasmin, thank you. Yeah, the committee's been hearing testimony this morning from the nation's top intelligence chiefs about really the entire array of threats facing this country. But the violence in Ukraine has played heavily into what we've been hearing so far from DNI Director Avril Haines, CIA Director Bill Burns, sharing their concerns about Vladimir Putin's future moves, especially in the face of the crippling sanctions and the surprisingly fierce resistance he's been experiencing from Ukrainian forces. Take a listen.
Our analysts assess that Putin is unlikely to be deterred by such setbacks and instead may escalate, essentially doubling down to achieve Ukrainian disarmament and neutrality to prevent it from further integrating with the U.S. and NATO.
I think Putin is angry and frustrated right now. He's likely to double down and try to grind down the Ukrainian military with no regard for civilian casualties.
Now, this is typically a hearing that covers a wide variety of threats, everything from China, Iran, North Korea, and the report that accompanies it does all of that. It even talks about the threats from climate change and from COVID-19. But as I mentioned, this hearing has been dominated by the committee's concerns about Russia, their invasion into Ukraine. It's interesting. There's a report that goes along with this hearing that came out in February, before the invasion started, and it warns about Russian aggression potentially in Ukraine and the buildup of military forces there. And as the hearing has progressed, we've started to see a little bit of a differentiation here. We've seen Democrats kind of asking some of these broader questions about how the U.S. can be involved, and Republicans, under the leadership of the new top Republican on this panel, a guy named Mike Turner from Ohio, who took over for Devin Nunes this year, particularly concerned about Russian nuclear deterrence and what the U.S. nuclear posture is vis-a-vis Russia. So again, a very interesting hearing already well underway. It has a classified component that'll happen later this afternoon. To be a fly on the wall in that hearing, I think, would be very interesting.